What's going on, man? We back with another great one, man. Some good football is going on this week. We're gonna bring Coach Pennington up in here in just a second. But first, I always got to thank everybody that helps make this possible, man. Some good football. I just came back from the Central Westerly game, and I think Westerly just went up and took the lead of that game. Imagine that. But we're gonna bring on Coach Pennington. Let me get this picture down. Coach Penn, how you doing? Welcome to the show again. Faithful every Friday. Coach Penn is here.
What's up, Mikey? How we doing?
All right, not bad, not bad. You had a big competitive game against Rogers. Division 3 right now. It's really cranking up. You know,
Yeah,
you and Rogers,
yeah,
was
absolutely,
going at it. Tell us about it.
absolutely. I mean, they came in ready to play, and they jumped up on us 12-0 before we knew it, and we just had to tighten it down. But in the course of 4 quarters, you play 4 quarters of football, and at the end of it, we came out on top, 14-12.
Now, how did it go? Break it down. First quarter. What were the big highlights that stuck out for West Warwick?
Yeah, so in the first quarter, they drove down. They actually got the ball. They got the ball. They drove down right in their first drive and they scored. Like we just were kind of in a different defense that we were trying and it just wasn't working, so we had to switch it up. But then they kind of had the momentum. We came out with the ball. We got a little drive going, and we ended up getting a couple penalties, which killed our drive. Then they got the ball back and they drove down again and scored. And it was 12-0. It was kind of looking a little scary, to be honest with you. But the defense tightened up and got a couple stops for us. And then the offense started moving. DeAndre had a huge monster game. Eric Rube said that, it ain't going to be about DeAndre Chase. But tell you what, he carried the team on his back tonight, scored both touchdowns for us. And then we got to both the extra points, which, made a difference in the ball game. You there, Mikey?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Why do you even listen to anything that guy says?
Yeah, no
You
kidding.
know?
How you pick an undefeated? How you pick against an undefeated team in their house? Well, anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, it is a fact. I've been trying. I heard Coach Al say on a broadcast a couple of weeks ago that he does not remember the last time West Warwick was 2-0. I talked to Coach Green a few minutes ago. He wanted to call right up because he knew you were coming on, and he wanted to say congratulations.
Thank you,
He's
Coach.
very excited about everything going on. Over there in West Warwick right now.
Yeah, we're playing good football. Yeah, we make some mistakes in the course of the football game, but the tenacity, the passion, the unwillingness to quit, is what's really driving us forward. We're learning to win games in different ways. And that's the sign of a good football team.
So how do you feel going forward? Who's standing in your way right now? I think with this win, you might have clinched a playoff spot.
Maybe. I mean, we have 3 games left, in the season, before playoffs. So we have Johnston. Then we'll come back home for a big game against Moses Brown, and then we got Mount Hope to finish up the season before playoffs.
Oh, imagine that, man. The season is like already almost over. We're finishing up week 5
Yeah,
as we speak about this.
yeah, no kidding, huh? No kidding. It's going by quick. It's going by super fast. Once we get into the season, I told the guys, I'm like, once you get into the season, this thing flies by. You don't have a time to blink. And the season's over. So we're just looking to kind of get better each week. We're still just focusing one game at a time before we get going here, and hopefully we can get to the Moses Brown game and have an epic game with those guys.
How are the players feeling about your success this season?
They're on fire right now. You know what I mean? Like they're excited. They believe, and that's the key. They actually believe that they can win, and when you got a team that believes they can win, anything is possible.
Absolutely, man. Salute, congratulations on all West Warwick success. Are you guys looking at undefeated yet? Is that kind of creeping up yet? Or is there still too much
I don't
football?
want to. I don't even want to. I don't even want to talk about it. Just one game at a time. We're gonna look at Johnston and prepare for those guys this week, and we'll play that game, and then we'll look at the next one. just I think that's the only way. If you start to buy into this thing, you're gonna get caught by somebody when you're not really paying attention. So it's just about, like I said before, Mike. I've been here. We had two undefeated seasons back to back in North Smithfield. So I've been in this realm before, and it's just about really focusing on the next game. It's not even like looking at down the road at anybody and just kind of just playing each week a good solid game, putting a good solid game together so you can be successful.
Because you had back-to-back did you have back-to-back undefeated seasons?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty. And you played Pilgrim the first Super Bowl. You didn't win that one,
No, we
right?
played we played Tiverton both Super
That's
Bowls.
right, both of them.
Yeah, they won the first one. We won the second one.
Unbelievable. Coach, I wish you much success, man. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks
Anything
for
else
having me.
you want to say?
Nah, it's just the alignment isn't what everybody liked it to be, but I tell you what, there's a lot of great football going on, and if you love high school football, this season's the time to check it out because there's some really competitive, good football games going on.
There has been, that's one of the good things about that alignment, and I can never side with that alignment just because of the 14 D1. I think we could have still had a better D1 and also had competitive football. But there is some awesome, crazy games. The
Yeah,
schedule, like even our coaches pick them, all 10 games every week is, it's tough to pick 10 games that you could definitely say you're gonna pick a winner, and especially in D2 and D3.
yeah. I
Don't
mean, look
tell
at
me.
look at the look at the look at the games tonight. So Cranston West gave Hendricken a scare, right? I mean, and potentially Wesley's beating Central. So
I
that's
think Westerly just be Central. As I was leaving, Westerly took the lead with minutes left to go, and so I think Westerly might have beat Central tonight.
wow. See, that just goes to show right there. There's just good football going on everywhere.
What a game that was, back and forth, back and forth. Touchdown. Central Westerly had a good game plan going into that game. It's tough to stop Zach Tuck, but Central definitely has some athletes. They
Yeah,
definitely have some great, great football players. As do a lot of programs.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's gonna be a great playoff. I tell you what, because there's some really good football teams that are gonna be in it, and these games are gonna be epic.
And playoffs are coming really, really fast. I got some scores. SK beating Barrington 35-26. SK
Wow,
moving to 4-1 right now.
SK is playing
SK,
good ball.
and people are still sleeping on SK. I have
People are
these
sleeping.
conversations. What about SK? Oh, nah. I ain't worried about SK. Who have they played? Who have they didn't play? Who have you played? Like SK is playing some good football. They played the same teams that you are playing. Mount Pleasant beat the dog crap out of East Providence.
Oh boy, East
Mount
Providence is
Pleasant
falling
put
off.
40 up on East Providence. They come out
Wow.
strong. East Providence is just, they have a lot of things, and they have a lot of kids. They have 90 kids on their team.
Yeah, I know it. Wow. I wonder what's going on over there. Like, I wonder what's happened. Has there been some injuries or something? Something had to have happened because they were playing good football, and then they just kind of fell off. So you kind
Absolutely,
of, yeah.
absolutely. LaSalle was up 8-0 over NK. I'm still waiting on that score. But yeah,
I heard
so
that Narragansett beat Pilgrim.
Narragansett beat Pilgrim. I was wondering, that game was a tough pick. I would have never, with Narragansett's problems right now, with no quarterbacks, losing 6 players. I heard they were 6 players down last week. So them being 6 players down, I would have never thought they were gonna beat Pilgrim.
Right. Yeah. No, I would have thought. But last week they put it together, and they're getting better every week. So I'm not surprised. That kid they have on there, number 22. He's a ball player. You know what I mean? If you can't tackle him, he's gonna hurt you. So I could see that how they could put it together against Pilgrim.
Do you know what the
Pilgrim's
score
struggling right now.
was? Do you know what the score was?
I don't know. I heard 38 to something. I don't know. They
We'll
kind of beat
we'll
him up.
definitely find it. We'll find it. We'll
Yep.
definitely find it. A lot of good football going on. That's right. Boy, I'm curious. Like, I'm wondering if Westerly did beat Central because, people are gonna talk about that. That's for sure.
Wow.
Now,
That's
Westerly
big.
needs to play like that in their divisional games because I don't think they could lose a divisional game,
Right.
the
Right.
next
Yeah, they
couple of
gotta play.
games.
They gotta play the rest of the way like that. But the problem is just there's good football teams in that division. It's just there is. Just
No, absolutely.
yeah.
But Coach Penn, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
What you got? Moses Brown coming up?
No, we got Johnson this week, and then we got Moses Brown
Johnston.
after that. So yeah.
Johnston's quarterback's playing good football. Hopefully
Yeah.
Johnston can get it together. Let's see. There is a comment here. Let's see what it is. They did Westerly wins by 1.
Wow.
What that was a
Wow.
great game. I had to leave. I wanted to because I knew I had to get home and start getting, but it was such a good game. I stayed mostly on the central side because you can't hear a thing on the Westerly sideline. Like you can't.
Yeah.
There has to be a competition about the best fan base in high school
Oh,
football.
they got a great fan base up there in Wesley. But hey, you know what? Here in West Warwick, they're already going.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
West Warwick is one of the good ones too. Even one of the central parents said, Bernard Poston actually, he said, "Yo, I can't believe how loud this place is."
Yeah.
He
Crazy,
said, "I
huh?
can't believe how loud this place is." And that's
It's
a
a
parent.
great environment to play football.
Absolutely. Coach, so is West Warwick.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on my alley. 34-18 was Narragansett's game. Okay, that was the score, 34-18. Narragansett beats Pilgrim. I'm gonna have to get Coach Blake up in here next. But
yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. I know they had some injuries in Pilgrim, but I don't know. It's just kind of I don't know. There's a good football. That's a good football team over there. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they're well coached. Blake does a great job over there. But sometimes it's tough to keep the kids coming in. These feeder programs falling off. Not being able to keep the kids going, and some of these feeder programs, like you get the kids, and it's like, what did they teach you over there?
Right. True. Very true.
I mean, what did they teach you? But Coach, salute to you. Congratulations, and we'll talk soon.
All right, buddy. God bless.
All right. Well, Coach Penn did his thing, 5-0. West Warwick moves to 5-0. That is totally crazy. Westerly wins by 1. So we're gonna go do what you gotta do. I'm gonna restart this. I gotta send a couple links out to Coach Blake. I gotta send one out to Coach Dunbar. We're gonna get Emerson Kilgore back up in here. So go do what you got to do. Let us know what games you were at. Please leave scores. Give me some scores. We were slacking today. We went to the game. It was very, very good.
Fight better field position after the kickoff. You gotta do, you do it.
You don't even have.
On the play.
Multiple flags on the flag.
Cause if you say another word,
Yeah, he came down the foot.
another Paul Harden.
Take a kid from Shay and
Let it shower in the pocket, only for the Jeep.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Not the way that like Westerly went toe to toe with him, back and forth. I think Westerly outplayed them. Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, that ain't right. That ain't right. Yeah, that's not right. I didn't know about that. Oh, for real?